Let me just check my page. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether you all can hear us. Give us a few minutes for the rest to come in.
Sure. I share a watch party for you. So this is on your page, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Just give us a couple of minutes. We are gathering people.
Gathering 9 people already, enough lah.
No, normally I can hit about 1,002.
Calm down.
No, I'll create my own Facebook accounts and just get them to go live.
Okay, fair enough.
For those who just joined, give us a couple of minutes. I think right now we got 20. Let the numbers come in.
Okay.
Please share. For those of you all who are watching us right now, please do share this thing. We will start once we hit 1,000, which is another way of saying we won't start now.
So I only free until 9 o'clock, bro.
Until 9. It's okay.
9.
By 8:45 we'll hit 1,000, and then 15 minutes lah.
15 minutes to talk lah. Okay, fair enough.
15 minutes, yeah.
Okay, I share watch party already. About 800 people joined on my watch party.
I think you're looking up to yourself a bit too much, bro. You're very much like MU, bro. You still think it's 99. You still think it's 08, but it's not. Wake up.
It's better than being Liverpool, right? This year is their year, but then how?
Yeah, in a way, so yeah. Okay, we got 38 coming in. Give us some time. Okay, anyway, just to brief you all what's actually going to happen. It's just a casual chat. So I just started this new interview series called Just a Chat K. So for the internationals,
How is it?
Just a Chat K.
No, you have to say it in the way you said it.
Just a Chat K. I know it's a wrong tone. I screwed it up. So the reason why I came out, K means okay. So in Malaysian SMS language, WhatsApp language, you just say K, and the abbreviation is Jack. Just a Chat K. So Jack. I like abbreviations lah.
Okay.
Because engineering word.
Yeah, I also engineer. No, I never did all this shit. I got laid.
Yes, you got laid.
I got laid.
You're married, what?
Now no lah. Those days.
Okay, we've got 55 people. I think we can.
You want to start?
We can start. You're going to go Lazada? No, don't go. You'll make the internet slower, bro. Okay, let's just start. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Just a Chat K. By the way, K is rude. This is by Sean. Let me just show this.
Well,
is K rude?
Well, depends on how you use it.
It's like fine.
In a way. In a way, if someone
people in India they use fine means I understand.
Yes.
But apparently people here, when people hear fine, are like fine, like.
No, it's also rude. Like, let's say you send someone heavy things like "I love you" and then the reply is K. So that's rude.
But in this case, it's not rude. K is just an abbreviation, just a shorter word for okay. Okay, so this is episode 1, and we have got Kavin J. Just type in the comments if you have watched his Netflix special. Just type yes. Even though I know the answer, the outcome is no, but just type yes.
No. 3 people say yes. Okay, shut up.
Okay, so Kavin, can you just close your face? I'll introduce you, then you open.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for our first episode, we've got a Netflix star. Some of you all may have seen him in Cheras, but today he's going to step on the biggest platform in the world, Facebook. So give it up for Kavin J. And there he is.
Sure.
What's up?
It's the worst introduction I've ever gotten in my entire life. But okay, you know what? I'll take it.
But okay, one fleur replied.
Yes.
One fleur replied yes. So 1 or 2.
3.
3.
4.
Yeah. Okay, so not bad. A few people watch. That's not bad. Okay, so a bit of introduction for all the people who are actually following here. I actually started stand-up back in 2012, and that's when I met Kavin J. And
Yes.
2012, by the way, were you in February show of Comedy Cow Cow?
I believe I can't remember, but
I think you are, right? Yeah, I think you were, because Andrew Neto headline, and I think you were the performer before that.
I maybe possibly yes. I cannot
Okay.
remember that far. That far,
Yeah.
12 years ago. But yeah, I mean,
I think so. I got a feeling, yeah. So I actually met Kavin J back in February 2012, my first show. And in fact, my first three shows, Kavin J shared stages. I shared stages with Kavin J. Second show was April of Comedy Cow Cow. And then after it was Comedy Club KL, where
yes,
you and Neto performed in Zouk, the old Zouk,
yes,
in
yes.
Velvet Underground.
Correct.
And
correct.
that time, Kavin J wore like really baggy pants where he can hide like a cow in his thighs.
No, I always wear baggy pants. What?
Until today.
Until today.
But
now
because I was looking through your old photos.
Now it's not as baggy because now I've got more flesh to fill up the bagginess. But it's always been baggy lah. And also the fact that look, you forgot one more thing, right? I remember in 2012 before Cow Cow, I saw your video and I emailed you saying, hey, you should try out comedy properly in our stage.
Okay. So this was through my university friend called James.
Mm-hmm.
James Robin, I think.
He's
bonus, and he's a friend of you. And then he told me to try a Cow Cow. Yeah, I think it's through you. Yeah.
No, because
correct.
Paul Fleur, James and I go back a long way. You know how? I emceed his prom.
Oh, wow.
I emceed his high school prom, and he never left my side.
Okay. So he was the one who messaged me. He said, "Try out. Hey, why don't you go public like a real proper show?" And then I messaged Jason, and Jason said he couldn't host. And at that show, Riza was the host, and Andrew Neto was the headliner, and you were the act before Andrew Neto. Because are you offended that you sort of opened for Andrew Neto?
No. That time, no. At that time, Andrew Neto was a bigger name than me at that time. But and to be fair, we both started on the exact same date on the exact same day anyway. And if people don't know, Andrew Neto and I are first cousins. So Andrew Neto is the Oslo to my Helsinki.
Yeah. Also, a fun fact for all those who are watching right now: Andrew Neto and Kavin J they have fought a few times lah. A few is, I think, an understatement. God, I have a screenshot of.
Where God? Hey, I never fight. We fight like brothers, okay? We fight like brothers, and then that's it, okay? No, if someone were to knock Andrew Neto's head, and they say, I will still be very sad, okay?
Okay. So that was back in 20. Okay, right now, Kavin, I'm gonna surprise you with a couple of old photos from 8 years ago. Okay. So what's this? Let's see.
Hey, okay lah, not so.
Okay, now my question to you. Wait, my question to you. Okay, so for those who are watching, this show was called One Mic Stand.
Yes.
It used to be Malaysia's longest running weekly open mic show.
Yes.
But then the show got stopped. So my question to you now, Kavin, do you remember which episode is this?
This is episode, this would be episode 4.
Episode 1, bro.
Hey, episode 1 we sold out what?
No lah, go and die lah, sold out. That's how Kavin. That's how he actually tricked Netflix lah. I sell out every single show. Okay, if you look at the front seats, I sell out.
No, the front seat was empty. Only these people at the back. You can see the front row empty. Nobody want to see in front because I'll pick on them.
Oh, yeah, correct.
Yeah,
but first show, I think we had about I think 10 to 15, if I remember correctly, which is surprisingly not bad. Yeah,
but I remember I can't remember. It was the early days. First show, if I'm not mistaken, I remember the first show to be sold out. After that, we struggled.
I know there were a few sellout shows, but this is one of it. And let me just go through some of the other pictures. Okay, this is my performance at the episode 1, which is founded by Kavin. Same episode, and the blazer I was wearing is my high school prefect's blazer,
Yes, yes.
and
That
the
also
shoes
is,
I'm wearing,
that is
and the
also the
shoes I'm
same
wearing
haircut
is the
you had.
engineering shoes. Sorry, same
Engineering
what?
shoes. The same haircut
Yeah,
you had. It's high school. Yes.
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, do you remember this, Kavin?
Yes, I remember this very clearly.
Okay, so this was a photo shoot for a show.
Called
This
wildlife. Something about wildlife.
correct. Wildlife. Oh, you're really good. That's actually a collaboration with WWF.
Yes, and J1 lah, J1.
Yeah, J1.
Yes.
And this was the show.
Yes, this was the show. Yes, for Tigers. I remember that I was supposed to be part. There was 3 shows, right? This one, or just one?
I remember it was one show, I think. Yeah, one show. This was
one
at
show,
Bangsa.
Yeah, and imagine just they got Captain Khalid because he's African.
Because they have?
Because he's African.
Okay, that's
Like-
actually a bit.
No. I'm not kidding. This was actually how racism worked. The fact that Captain Khalid, right? The only reason he was hired for the show was because he's African, because wildlife connection. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
The
Actually,
others
it's
were all
true. Also.
related.
Yeah, because like a few months ago, so I performed for this show, something got to do with the People's Voice, and then after that, they were talking about child abuse and people not voicing out their depression and all that. So I went there and say, I look like a Bangladeshi, I look like a Nepalese. After that, the client apologized to me. Say, I'm so sorry, Gajen, for all the bad things you have to go through in life. I hope things go better for you. I was like, no lah, I'm well. These are all jokes for me. So I don't know whether they got me because of that or
Probably.
yeah. Okay, so those are a few throwback pictures, to freshen your memory of 2012. The year where you started.
I am asked
What is
on
that?
my Aim Raza. He's asking on my watch party, can I keep the old photos? Can he keep the old photos?
Aim want to keep
Aim.
your old photos.
I don't know why
He's
he's
good.
asking.
He's going to have happy time to it or what?
At least somebody getting happy time.
Yeah, at least somebody. Yeah, now not tough times, lah, bro. I think now you can't be picky, bro. Can't be picky.
Hey, I am not picky. Left hand, right hand, I'll take one.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll tell Aim. I'll send him, lah.
Okay. He knows, like, he's watching the video.
Okay, what other questions I have now? Okay, so how we met. Okay, now I have a question for you, obviously, because I'm interviewing you. How has MCO been for you?
Okay, MCO has been, for me, no difference, right? I'm always at home anyway. It's not like I go out, I do things. The only difference is now I have to be home with 2 other people that I have to, this thing. That's my only problem. You see, when they go to work, right? I have the house.
They go to work?
No, like when my daughter goes to school.
Normal day.
Normal day. My wife goes to work, my daughter goes to school, right? I can sit at home and play my PS4, right? I'm happy, right? Now they are both there. So I cannot play my PS4 because if I play my PS4, my daughter will catch out, my wife will say, oh, why are you playing this thing, that thing, that thing. So that's the only difference. The only difference is 2 more people in the house, which I don't like. It's not that I don't like them, it's that I don't like them in the house. I wish that, the best thing, if I can get, let's say quarantine, but I'm somewhere else and I cannot come home.
Then you need to break the MCO rules, lah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, lah. But then MCO, if I break the MCO rule, no PS4. Somebody will play PS4
because in Sungai Buloh, I think you're given like a one visit, and then you can call that one person to actually bring you the PS4. Hide it in a cake or something. I've seen that in American movies.
Okay, if you want to go by American movies, okay, what will happen in jail is my backside will be the PS4 for all the other inmates. Okay.
You'll find an extra controller. Say, whose joystick is it me? Like triple shock, not dual shock.
No shock, lah, bro. No shock. Please.
PS5 coming out, huh?
PS5
okay, from a stand-up comedy standpoint, how has it been for you, MCO, since you started?
I'll be honest with you, I have not written anything for the whole MCO. I'm supposed to write my new hour, but I have not written anything. I cannot be creative unless I'm alone. And it's weird how my brain works. Like when there's people around, I don't feel like I'm creative enough to write anything. I haven't written anything. I haven't done anything. People always tell me like, oh, your daughter will give you the jokes. Your daughter will give you the jokes. My daughter not funny. Way. My daughter is 7 now. She's not funny. Okay, the best joke she came up with is this. I told her, tell me a joke. She told me this. What do you call a fly that doesn't have any wings?
Cannot fly.
Walk.
Hey, that's hilarious, lah, bro.
I tell you, your standards are damn low, lah.
I'm supporting your wife because now if you don't laugh at a child, could be seen as child abuse, bro.
No. I don't care about my child already. I need her out of the house. No, I swear to God, MCO finish, I'm going to send her away for 1 week.
Okay, another thing I want to talk about 2013 job interview. My job interview. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are watching right now, Kavin has an engineering background, as in a degree. I also have an engineering degree. Yours is marine, right?
Marine engineering, yes. But at that time, I was working as a mechanical engineer.
Yeah, so Kavin's on paper, he's a marine engineer. On paper, I'm a mechanical engineer. So when I graduated, I was applying for a lot of jobs and only went for 2 job interviews. One of it was obviously Accenture, the company that I work for. And the other job interview was Kavin's company. So this is an interesting fact for all of you. And Kavin's company's job interview was my first interview in my life. So technically, I'm currently interviewing my ex-interviewer, which is a very disturbing situation. So let me share with you all something. Kavin, was it called a refrigeration logistics company? What is
we were basically an engineering design company. We design and build refrigeration systems for logistics companies.
Okay, so his company was based in Port Klang.
Yes.
And am I right to say that Kavin's company is the one in charge of all the systems that carry salmon and all your?
I built the refrigeration systems for the people who do the carrying, right? So basically, what happened is, so like for instance, Ayamas, okay, it was a very good example. They have chickens, right? They have to freeze those chickens. Now I create the rooms for them to freeze those chickens. So it's massive refrigerators that they can put their chicken inside and freeze it.
Oh, you don't have to carry the chicken and salmon?
No, I don't have to do shit with the chicken. I just built a system for these companies.
No wonder your pay not high, bro.
No wonder you didn't hire. No wonder we didn't hire you. Okay, because you didn't know what the fuck we did also.
Okay, so interesting fact for all of those who are watching. So I went for the job interview, and he was looking through my resume. Now, in my resume, under job experience, I've only got 2 very minor job experience. One is obviously my internship, where I worked as an engineer in Kota Kumuning. And previously, my previous job experience was working in Borders bookstore, which I believe is closed now, I think.
Yes.
So when Kavin didn't know about Borders. He knew about the engineering part. So when he saw Borders bookstore, he was like, so Kavin literally laughed in front of me, And at that time, being an interviewee, I didn't know how to respond because I don't want to screw up my job opportunity. I'm taking this serious now. I even emailed Kavin in a serious manner. I called him dear sir. I just checked the email just now. Now I look back, I feel like slapping myself. You understand, Kavin?
No. The best part
I'll never call you sir, bro.
No, the best part is, look, when we, because I was in charge of everything, right? You were basically taking over my job, right? And I was supposed to go to management. And basically,
I'm glad I did the right thing, bro.
No, I was going to leave. It was not like I was going to take the manager. I was going to leave. But however, so the job was yours. Like, basically, I could give the job to anyone. So basically, I knew already, like, who I was going to hire. Trust me, the other 3 people I interviewed couldn't speak English and didn't know the basic refrigeration diagram. You understand?
Okay, but did you laugh at them or not?
No, I didn't laugh at them because
that is offensive, Kavin.
No, but they didn't work in Borders. So, but the thing is, look, we already knew, like they knew that I had to make the decisions, and the manager was there, the person's job that I was taking over, right? But he already said, you make the choice, right? You make the choice on who you want, because I'm going to have to train the person. So I knew already. But the thing is, when he was there, I already told him like, okay, you know what? This fellow I'm going to interview is actually my friend. I'm just gonna do the worst interview in the world, and you're just gonna sit there and just look stern, right? Look stern. And this guy, you saw him, right? He's not a stern-looking person, right? So he said that he's laughing the whole time, right, inside. And when we finished, we came out, we just laughed for half an hour, bro, about the interview.
Yeah, so that was my first ever interview with my interviewer here. And after the interview, he even brought me to this huge refrigerator. Remember,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
brought me to a place where it was -3.
No,
Was it -5?
minus
It was
37.
yes, -37. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've actually experienced temperature up to -37 thanks to Kavin J.
No problem. That was our ice cream. No, minus 37 was our meat freezing rooms. So we have two companies there, right? One is the logistics and one is this thing. So the one you were working for or interviewed for was the one that built the system for that. So I wanted to show you like what we do, right? And obviously you were not paying attention. So I got you the jacket and I just wanted you to fucking go inside there.
Yeah. No, because I'm amazed. I've never been into like a giant fridge, Because when I was a kid, I used to use my fridge as like a small house. We like to build house castles with pillow. So when I saw this, oh my god, there's an actual house like a fridge. So yeah, it's like I didn't give a shit about what you're saying.
No, clearly, that's why we didn't hire you.
You give me. I just went through my job offer just now, bro, and I even replied to, "Is there any benefits, dental?" And coincidentally, a few months ago, one guy replied me, "Gajen, I think you need to fix your teeth." So random, yeah. I don't know what.
You have fixed your teeth, right?
No, I didn't do anything. This is my natural. No. Just Listerine. No, I didn't do anything, bro. Okay.
I believe you.
Okay, next one. So you started stand-up in 2006.
2006, yes.
Okay, so it's been 14 years. How has it been for you personally and also for the scene? How has it changed?
Oh, it's changed a lot. Like when I started in 2006, there was nothing. Right? There was Harith Iskandar, there was Joanne Kam, there was maybe Jit Murad at that time, and that's about it. That was the comedy scene, and everybody was doing it for themselves, right? Everybody was performing for themselves. They do shows once every 3 months.
One-offs lah.
Like Harith will perform, maybe you do a big show once every year. Joanne will do a show once every year. Then Jit will do a show once every year. So you want to go to a comedy show, you have to wait 3 months before a comedy show happens. So and
correct,
the thing was that there was no such thing as open mics. There was no such thing as anything like that. So basically, when we started, we had to kind of make our own scene as we went along.
No, what about the actor studio? Wasn't there open mic? No,
that was the first one. Like the first one, actually, the first one I did was with Edu Neto, right? The first comedy show we ever did. That was not in actor studio. That was in a pub called Big Fish in Damansara, Intan. Right, so we got 150 of our friends. We put them in a pub and we started telling them jokes. Now I died. I did horribly. Okay, but Edu Neto did very well. And then a month later was.
Wait, did he pay for the drinks or not?
No. He actually did well.
He actually did.
He actually did well. No. He actually did well at that time, lah. So then, and then 1 month later was the open mic at Actor Studio. That was organized by the Comeback Kings, which Chiho and a few others were member of. Right, so they started this whole open mic. So we thought, hey, okay lah, we go lah. We went there. Apparently, we had to pay 10 ringgit to perform.
Wow, Chiho is a snake.
Yeah, they had to make money somehow. So I paid the 10 ringgit. I went out to perform. Now, again, I didn't do well. Right? I didn't do well. Because
you paid to die, bro.
No, but I died less than all the other 8 people who died.
Okay.
The people who did really well, Jen Han, Papi Zach, Edu Neto, obviously. In fact, he did the best among all of us.
Edu Neto. Again, why is it funny now?
We'll get back. Okay. But anyway, you are burning Neto, not me,
You also, bro. Partially.
I'm only giving you the map. You okay, you shut up. So all I'm saying is he did very well, and Harith Iskandar was
Okay.
headlining that show. So Harith Iskandar saw Andrew
With the
Neto and said,
comebacking show.
with the comebacking show. Yeah, he headlined.
Okay.
He was the headline. He didn't have to pay 10 ringgit bastard. So then, in fact,
No
they
wonder
paid
he's
him.
rich now.
I think our 10 ringgit, they paid him bastard. So he closed the show,
Makes sense.
right?
Yeah.
He closed the show. And so Harith was very impressed with what do you call that? Andrew Neto's performance, that immediately he took Andrew Neto and said, okay, you now perform with me. Every time I go to a show, you will open for me. Right? So this left me, Papi Zai, Gajen, me, Papi Zai, Genhan, Chiho, they all like kind of we started doing our own thing. Like I didn't want to do comedy anymore. I was like, okay, I'm shit at this. Why do comedy? There's no point. So but because I also didn't know what I was doing, I didn't know. I thought because I watched Eddie Murphy, I thought I go up there and say fuck, everybody will come, right? No, apparently that's not the case. Right? But eventually it kept pulling me back. Like Zach, I think I did another show. I organized another show, and then Zach had found a place, a pub where they wanted us to perform. So it was called Bojangles at the time. So we said, okay lah, why not lah? Every Tuesday night, go perform there. What else we got to do? At least we get free drinks. And then we went out there, we performed. And then I slowly started to realize what I need to do to get better, right? Because of all the things. So I got better lah. But the thing is, then I realized, okay, what we needed to get better was an open mic. Then Time Out KL started their own show. Then there was a monthly show already. Then from Time Out KL, then Kau came along. Kau also was monthly, but then at least in 1 month we got 2 shows, right? Then I started
in 1 month got 2 shows.
If
we together with the timeout. Okay, got it.
Time out was first Thursday, and Kau was third Thursday or something like that. Right? So then the Comedy Club KL came along. Friday, Saturday now got show, and then we started opening for them, and then we started getting better. And then I realized one thing: we don't have a weekly open mic, a proper open mic, because all the other shows like Time Out is actually a show, right? Kau also was actually a show which featured some open mic.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a proper open mic where people just go and talk cock, like for this all open mic.
Like a dedicated one.
A dedicated one. There's no headliner, this thing. So that's what I did. And with Rizal and Gazel, we started one mic stand. Then things started growing. Now there is like 1 week, there's 4 open mics. So comedians can go like every day they can go and do a show. Every day they can go and do a show. It's a bit different from like okay, when last time when Time Out was there, right? If you die in a show in Time Out, you had to wait 1 month before you can redeem yourself.
Before you can die again lah.
Or maybe do well lah, because you learn lah. What you did wrong. Okay, now I do something else. Right? But then the problem was, now if you die today, tomorrow you can go back and perform and redeem yourself, or die again lah. Up to you. So in a way, it's grown so much. But however, I still feel like the Malaysian comedy is very small. It's so much in its infancy, I think, because the audience grows with the comedian, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, now today we have 13 professional comedians. I would say about 13, maybe 15.
You're that bored, huh? You even counted. Okay.
I've been counting since day one. Okay. Very different from 3 professional stand-up comedians 14 years ago to now maybe 15, right? Now 15 stand-up comedians, we need a bigger pie to share the pie. Right? How do we make a bigger pie? We get more comedy audience. So every time we do a show, we get more comedy audience. We get a new audience coming in to watch comedy. So that this thing, now we have 2 comedy clubs growing the scene, right? We have 4 open mics a week, growing the scene as well. So we need more comedians, we need more open mics, we need more shows, we need more this thing to bring in more comedy fans, right? Because I still feel that we don't have enough comedians in Malaysia. Because let's face it, 2 comedy clubs, right? If they do shows once every week, in 1 year they have 52 shows. Okay, 52 shows. Yes, if they bring in foreign comics every week, then okay lah. But both the clubs got no money to bring in foreign comics. So basically, at least half of it is local comics. Okay, that is 26 nights, 26 comics. There's only 15 professional comedians. That also some comedy clubs and comedians cannot gel, cannot do shows there, here, there. Let's say 10. Okay, 10 weeks to do headline, but only 26 weeks to do headline, but only 10 comedians. How?
Write new jokes, lah. Why you keep repeating your jokes now?
Hello, kettle. You're black, you know. Huh? You know how many times I heard the Nepali joke?
That's only opening, bro. After that, I wrote, hey, I did 2 1-hour trials. Okay, both different set. You still counting the number of professional comedians, bro.
I have done 4 1-hour trials.
I don't even know it's 13 or 15, but I got shocked by that statement, bro. Yeah. Okay, next question. Which has been your worst show? 14 years. Worst show.
I got so many, bro. I got so many. Most of it is corporate, Most of it is corporate shows where people pay you a lot of money to die. Okay, to be fair, I die a lot less now, but there are shows that you just cannot handle. The audience is just not there for you, right? I remember one of the first ones that I done. They hired me. I came a bit late, right? The agent hired me, never told me the client, who the client was. Usually, so they don't want us to go behind their back and make a deal with them, right? So they didn't tell me who it was. So I said I'll be late because I had work. So I came about 9 o'clock. My set was supposed to be 9:30, but for some strange reason, when I arrived, they said they pushed everything forward. So now I'm on. So when I arrived, they put a mic in my hand and pushed me up on stage. Right? So I went up on stage and I started performing. I was telling my jokes. First joke, nothing. Second joke, people talking. Third joke, nothing. Fourth joke, I'm like, you know what? I don't know what to do with it. I cannot do anything. So thank you. Good night. As I walk up the stage, the MC comes on stage, starts speaking Tamil. Right? And I look at the back and the annual dinner for Baba's factory. Right? These are all factory workers who don't know how to speak English. Okay, they're all Tamil speaking. And I'm like, shit. Then the agent runs up to my face and says, hey, bro, I thought you're going to do your show in Tamil, bro. I'm like, what do you mean? Tamil? Do I look like I speak Tamil? And apparently that's a wrong question to ask because apparently I do. It's a stupid answer, yes. At that time, it was like, do I look like I speak Tamil? And apparently the answer is yes. So yeah, that was the first. I remember another show with Chiho, right? Chiho, the comedian. So we got booked as comedians.
I know.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking as opposed to Chiho, the juggler. Okay? So he and I got 15-15, right? 15 minutes, 15 minutes. So we decided to split a corporate. So we showed up to the corporate. Chiho said, no, I'll go first. Okay, I'll warm up the crowd for you, bro. No problem. Okay. It was an IT company. Boss.
Okay. Wait, what year was this?
This was was 2010.
Okay.
2010. I'm not sure. No, before 2000, 2009.
Okay, around there, yeah.
So I showed up. It was an IT company. Big boss, the big boss CEO was a Malay guy, very religious. Okay, and he was sitting right in front. So Chiho goes, I'll go first. Don't worry, I'll warm up the crowd for you, bro. Okay, so he goes first. Our friend starts off with, at that time was the big news issue was that they threw the pig head over the mosque, remember? Or the cow head over the temple.
He started with that.
And immediately he went like, hey, you can't do this to the Chinese people because what? If you throw pig's head into the Chinese temple, everybody will make soup. Right?
Opening joke, bro.
Opening joke, bro.
At the
dinner, CEO stood up and walked out. Okay, straight went to the agent who was standing next to me, said, you get this fella off the stage now. And I'm sitting there going on next, I'm like, they're definitely trying to calm him down. Chio finishes, leaves. This fella is still trying to calm the boss down. Nobody laughing at that point. I had to go up on the stage and then tell jokes. Now, nobody was listening to me at that point also. I just did my time and I left. Right? I left. And then when the agent calls me and said, yeah, the client don't want to pay. I'm like, hey, if you do, hey, look, I perform. I didn't do big head joke, right? You give me half the money. I perform.
They
But no,
didn't get lah.
in the end, we didn't get the money at the end.
Did you pay
That's
10
why-
ringgit to perform?
No. I paid 10 ringgit for the parking lah in the hotel.
That's nice.
But there's a lot like this. There's a lot of shows like this. We did a show in KK. It was a fanfare at that time. You know, Goodfellas. Me,
Yeah.
Leong, and Rizal. So that one also got a few shows. But one we did in KK, I remember Jason goes up on stage and he does the opening act, right? Immediately, he goes up and first I opened this one. I kill, bro. Damn good show. And then Jason goes up on stage. And then his first joke was his very famous joke of last time was the swimming pool. The swimming pool, the baby will poo inside the swimming pool.
Okay.
So because Malaysians, when we go outside, sometimes we think so the baby pooed in the swimming pool, and then the lady will wash the backside of the baby in the swimming pool, and then everybody looked at Jason and said, "Isn't she Malaysian?" And then he says, "No, she is Singaporean." So he saves the day, right? But he was doing that in an annual dinner in KK for a big petrochemical company, and at that time everybody was eating, so immediately everybody left their food. The floor is dying. The CEO running to the agent, which is J1, get him off stage now. What is this nonsense? Blah 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 blah. And I'm standing there like, what the fuck is going on? And then right after that, Rizal had to go on and save the show. But yeah, Rizal did well also after that. But yeah, that was another funny one. The worst one. There's another one. Do you have time for one?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so this one. So we were Marinis at 57.
Yeah, I know Marinis. Yeah, I can't afford, but Andrew Neto can afford. Yeah.
No, I also cannot afford. Don't worry. But they called me. They said, look, we have this. We have the 1 year anniversary of Marinis at 57. Okay, we want you to come and perform comedy during our anniversary party. I said, okay. So how's this? They said, no problem. We're going to have a lot of people. This is where we're going to put the stage. This is where you're going to perform. PA system, all no problem. Okay. This is your fee. Everything I said. But then I thought to myself, like, this sounds like a very difficult gig. So you know what? I'm going to get. And I want to share the money also. So I thought, okay, I called Kavin and Prakash. Okay, I told them, hey bro, got corporate, I'll pay you all this much. We share the money lah. We go and do the corporate.
Which is 10 ringgit lah. You pay them 10 ringgit then.
A little bit more than 10. But I said, okay, you Prakash, you host, you just do 10 minutes and then bring on friend. And then Prakash can go on and bring me on straight away. So okay, fine. So I told them lah, okay, got stage, got this thing. We all dressed up lah, bro. Coat, suit, bow tie, all I wore. Okay, walked up. Marinis at 57, all like Taleva like that walked in. The place was packed, packed. Like no place to walk, nothing. And we were like, shit, what happened? Then we went to the place where the stage is supposed to be, no stage. Right? So the organizer came to me and said, okay, we didn't realize it's going to be this packed. But never mind, we decided not to have a stage. We have a perfect place for you to perform. Where? The DJ console.
The DJ will step out and then you will step on his platform.
Yes, it was not a platform. It was like a court case, where there's a bar like that. There's a door at the back. You go in and then you are covered until here, right?
Correct.
So yeah, like that lah. Like you are witness stand like that. No? So and then
Some 3 Indian plus.
Yeah, and I was like, really, you want us to perform there? And then they said, yeah lah. But then they gave me the check. So I'm like, okay, no problem. So Prakash goes on first. Okay, no, first everybody partying. No, ooh, wow, ooh, wow, ooh, wow. They stop the music. Everybody agree. Why you stop the music?
Yeah.
And then Prakash had to go on and explain to everybody that we stopped the music because we wanted to have comedy. Everybody like, fuck this comedy. We're just going to drink. Right? So nobody listening, nobody listening except for 3 Swedish people who were sitting on the table right next to the this thing. They had no choice. They didn't speak English. They're looking at us like that. right? So Prakash goes on, does maybe 2 to 3 minutes. He couldn't take it. He brought Kiran up, right? Kiran came up. He started shouting, ah,
Yeah, Kiran is just out of switch,
yeah.
He won't
So,
look at the environment. He just go, ah. Look at the audience, bro.
He started, ah. The three Swedish fellas still, right? And then nobody listening, nobody cared at this point. And then about 3 minutes later, Kiran also said, fuck this. He left. Prakash came on. Okay, now for your headline, Kavin, I walk on. Nobody listening. Okay, I'm like trying. I'm trying my best. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Nothing is happening. These three Swedish fellas. Okay. At that point, the DJ decided to come on the DJ console and start sound checking.
While you're performing.
While I'm performing in the DJ. He walks past me. He's like, excuse me, bro. He walks past me and doop 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 tick tick pa pa pa.
During your setup.
During my set. So I'm trying to tell a joke like, so this fellow went to this place and guess what he said? Pa, pa, pa.
So he waited for the punchline lah.
I'm very sure he was waiting for it, right? And this is three Swedish fellows still like that. I'm like, at this point, I just decided, so where are you from? Sweden. Do you speak English? No. Okay lah, thank you, good night. That was about 5 minutes I did. I walked out. And then the DJ immediately, I said, thank you, good night. He started his music. Damn good, damn this thing. So immediately, I went to Prakash and Kiran. I said, look, let's take a couple of photos because this is a very nice place. And then we chow straight. Right? We went down, we paid the parking, which was fucking 57 ringgit. And then we left. But we got
like Marin is 57 lah.
Marin is 57. I think the 57 stands not for the floor, but the amount of parking you paid outside.
Yeah, parking.
There's a CIMB next door for you to take loan for the parking.
Okay, what has been the worst heckle you ever received? Audience heckle. What was the worst one that you got?
This is not a heckle per se, right? But it was still something like
disruption lah.
No way lah, but it was really funny. Okay, it's not the worst, but it's the funniest. And also, I didn't know how to respond. It's my first show outside of Malaysia. It was in India, right? I went to do the Mumbai Pajama Festival.
I remember that. Yeah.
So that was the first year I went with Harith. Now I thought I was going there to perform with Harith because they both me and Harith, but they decided to split us up. So I was opening for this Australian fella, and some Indian fella was opening for Harith. Now it was really bad for both of us because I was doing a 10-minute opener for a guy that dies for 40 minutes, right? Because he's Australian. Okay. His style of comedy is very dark comedy. So and the Indian comedy scene was not ready for that shit yet. Right? They were like, what the fuck is going on? And the guy who was opening for Harith, his mother died 2 days before the show.
But did he bring that up on stage?
Kinda, yes. But the thing was, he was also very new, so he didn't know how to deal with the emotions and stuff. And so 10 minutes, right? And you know what I mean. His mother died. His wife left him. All sorts of everything that could happen to him happened to him that time.
Just before that gig.
Just before the gig, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So I remember Harith was like telling him like, you should use the emotions. Kind of do better. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Because Harith was killing for 40 minutes and I was opening for this flu, dying for 40 minutes, right? But then so we did three nights, right? So the third night, it was a good show. I was doing well. And then I was doing a joke about my dad. You know the joke, the personality, right? Okay, so I was doing that joke. And I start off the joke with, my dad likes to give me advice that I don't quite understand. And I usually point at the audience and say, does your dad do that as well? Right? And they will answer yes or no. And then I will react accordingly, right? But this one, the first one I went, so my dad likes to give me weird advice. Does your dad do that too? I pointed to the guy in the first row, quite young, right? Quite safe. Does your dad do that to you as well? The guy just looked at me and said, I don't have a father. And now, I swear to God, for 30 seconds, I just stood there like, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is why comedy is really hard, guys.
No, but did the rest hear or not? That's my question. Did
No,
you
no,
repeat
everybody
his
heard.
answer?
Everybody heard. No, at that
How many
point,
people was this?
this was about 100 people. It was
Okay,
not a
so
big
yeah,
show.
so many will hear lah.
Yeah, many were here. And the thing was, although he said it softly, but everybody heard because immediately there was a boom, silence.
Correct,
You know?
yeah. And when the
I
front
was-
gets affected, it's very lethal. That's the thing.
Yes. And
Yeah, because the back will then.
I was 30 seconds, silent for 30 seconds. I didn't know how to react. And then I turned around and I said, okay, this is why it's hard. Then I repeated what he said and I went like, okay, does your mother do that as well? And then he just went, I don't know who my mother is.
Oh.
Okay, at
And
this
you had
point,
to pick the same person.
no, because I thought, okay, if I divert the thing instead of father, mother, right? Maybe he will have like
win him back.
to win him back. But no, he doesn't know who his mother is. This fella, the one anak yatim piatu who is in the order, I found that fella.
But if I were you, I would have picked another person. Like quickly move on. You had to go the same person.
So I thought, okay, to counteract, and also this was my first show overseas. I was dealing with a lot more things that I was nervous with.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, if I can win this guy back, I can win back the audience.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I get your point. Yeah.
That happened, and then, but the thing was, when he said that, I just turned around and said, I give up, lah, guys.
Yeah. Because it's a double
And then
blow, bro.
everybody laughed. Yeah, and then everybody laughed.
It's combo times 2.
Then everybody laughed, and I went, thank God. Because I felt like and I was like, I just defeated. I'm like, you know what, I'm done, lah, guys. Thank you so much. And I walked off, and everybody laughed. Right? And then that fella came on and died for 40 minutes. But that's a whole different story.
Interesting. Okay, which has been your best show? If you had to pick one show out of 14 years, one show.
Okay, my best show, not because of anything, because of sentimental value, right?
What about the Netflix show?
No, the Netflix show is there. That for me, in my career, that is number one. But for me, best show personally in my heart, because of
performance
satisfaction, not even performance, okay? But
I get your point.
So remember when I told you when I performed in Big Fish the first time, I died, right?
Yeah.
I died. Okay. And then after that, I did a few other shows. I did Bojangles and stuff like that. I was a horrible comedian. Okay. And I used to get a lot of stick for it, right? I used to get a lot of stick. So, and the best part is I never, those friends who came for my comedy show the first time, never came for my comedy show again, right? Because let's face it, it's one of those shows. So one day, Prem, right? Prem from Fly FM now, or Mix FM now.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So Prem used to own this pub called Naughty Nelly's in Damansara somewhere in Damansara Utama. Okay, near where this thing is. So he had that pub. Now all the people I used to know that time, at least half of those people I used to know, all hang out in his pub. So one day he called me. This was after I got better. I got better. I opened for these people. Yeah. I was quite a good comedian at that time. So he called me. He said, "Hey bro, it's Arthur's Day, which is something like
St. Patrick.
It's like St. Patrick's Day, but St. Patrick. Arthur is the guy who created Guinness.
Blue color lah.
I don't know lah, whatever. Arthur Guinness lah, the guy who created Guinness stout.
Oh, okay.
It's his birthday or some shit like that. So Arthur's Day, they wanted to do a comedy show. And someone got free Guinness. So I'm like, okay, no problem. When I showed up, I saw all these fellas. The owner of Bojangles, which I haven't seen for a long time, is there. And what do you call it? All my friends who saw me die the first time, all were there, right? And I was thinking to myself like, oh shit. And it was me and Papi Zach, right? So obviously Papi Zach goes first. He does well, and then it's my turn. And I was thinking to myself, I have to kill this show. I have to kill this show. I have to kill this show because can you imagine like if they see me die again, like I cannot forgive myself. You know what I'm saying? So I went up there and I just gave everything to that performance. And the planets were aligned. And dude, I killed that show so hard. Like I was doing improv jokes. All people are coming in like Arthur's Day. You all don't even know who Arthur is. And then everybody was laughing. Everybody listening. And then I remember after the show, I felt like I was in a Chinese wedding, right? Because I after the show, I straight away went outside. Everybody, every single one queued up to come to me and said, wow, that was a really good performance. You have come such a long way from the day we saw you in Big Fish until now. And the guy who owned Bojangles also, wow, not bad, you blossom. So everybody bought me a drink at the day.
But Chinese wedding, people line up and handshake with you.
Chinese wedding, you know, after the wedding, when the bride and groom will stand outside, then they will go like, I don't know, that one lah. I felt because people are queuing up, bro.
Not many people do that now, lah. The lineup thing feels very.
And it's a small pub, you know. You like not you've been to Dirty Nelly's, the Civic Center one, right? That is huge, right? Okay. The fact that this one is the size of my kitchen, okay, this pub. There was a bar there, there was just a lot of people. And people were queuing up to congratulate me and go out and then go back inside to buy more beer. So yeah, for me, that was like job satisfaction. Like, wow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I will also put that from the Netflix and this, I'll put that above in terms of satisfaction. Yeah. Okay. Who's your favorite stand-up comedian worldwide?
Worldwide. Okay, thank God.
Because local is definitely Andrew Neto, but worldwide, who is it?
Sure. Worldwide, I have to say a Welsh comedian called Rod Gilbert.
Rod Gilbert.
RHOD Gilbert. Right? He's got a few albums on Spotify if you want to listen to. You can also YouTube some of his specials. He doesn't have a Netflix special or anything like that. He was from the time before like all these specials. He's still a comedian now, but he doesn't do specials anymore. But I heard that he's back into it. He's writing a new one. So maybe Netflix, maybe we don't know. But yeah, this guy was the guy I saw do stand-up comedy before I went into stand-up. And that was the personality I wanted. That was the kind of comedian I wanted to be. Yeah, so go watch Rod Gilbert.
Okay, your favorite actor comedian?
Again, someone you probably have never heard of. His name is Guz Khan. Guz.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. So if you go on Netflix, there is a British comedy series called Man Like Mubin. Okay.
Upin.
Mubin. M-O-B.
Mubin. Oh, okay. I thought Upin, our cartoon character.
No. But Man Like Mubin is a British comedy series. And I swear to God, right? Watching it alone. I was watching it alone yesterday night when my wife and my daughter went to sleep. I turned it on. I watched all 3 seasons one shot. Right? Because I've never laughed like that alone in my life. Like I was laughing and laughing and laughing at all the jokes. I think, you know, and he wrote the thing, and he's a Muslim comedian in Britain, in Birmingham. So he did that series. I think his acting and his comedy like really goes well together. And the fact that, you know, that series is very, very good. So go watch Man Like Mubin. It's on Netflix now. 3 series. So go watch. It's very entertaining. It's got a lot of drama, but it's comedy as well.
Nice. Okay. Your favorite late night show?
My favorite late night show right now has got to be The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. I like. No. Jon Stewart was good also, but I didn't. I prefer Trevor Noah. Like, okay, previously it was John Oliver, right? This Week Tonight with John Oliver. But however, you know, Craig Ferguson was one also previous. But right now, I think by far the best one would be Daily Show with Trevor Noah. I think his flow is very good. I think he's very natural. I think you know the way he tells stories, it endears you and then makes you laugh at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So
the guy's that. He's like an all-rounder.
Yeah.
Like he does stand up. He can do a podcast. He can be a show host. He can do an interview. He's like everything. Like
no, and
he's not the greatest at any one of them, but he's like very good at everything.
Yes. He's a jack of all trades.
Yeah. For me, it's Conan first, but very close. I would say Trevor.
Yeah, okay. Conan is good. I don't mind Conan. I think Conan is second because in a way Conan he's very silly sometimes. You know, he gets very but Jay Leno, no lah, not for me. But yeah, Craig Ferguson, however, when he was in the late show, I kind of like his style as well. Craig Ferguson was yeah.
Okay, if you can have coffee with a comedian, let's say tomorrow morning, any comedian in the world,
Dead or alive?
who would it be? Alive.
Alive only. Check. If dead means it will be Robin Williams lah. Because I love Robin. His work, his ethic, the way he writes materials, everything. I just want to pick his brain. But however, alive means I would have to say Eddie Izzard. Eddie Izzard. Or either Eddie Izzard or Rod Gilbert lah. Two of my favorite comedians, right? So Eddie Izzard, because okay, Eddie Izzard has the same process that I have, right, to write material. Now, I didn't know this before I had my thing, but I found out later on that Eddie Izzard is also dyslexic, and he also have trouble writing stuff. So he basically goes through his mental process, which I go through as well. So yeah, in that sense, I wish like I could sit him down and talk to him about how he wrote all these specials and this thing, how he remembers things and how he does the flows. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Okay, we are going to go through a series of questions that I asked Kavin. It's really quick one. It's called Just Answer K. So that's another Jack there, abbreviations. Okay, but meanwhile, what I'm asking here to all the listeners right now, those who are watching, any questions you got for Kavin, you can post it, and then I'll just pick a few. If it's too many, I'll pick a few, and I will get Kavin to answer. Okay, but right now I'm going to ask Kavin my set of questions, and you only have like 1 second to think. Okay, so you got to be really quick. It's either A or B in it. Okay, first one: Kevin Hart or Chris Rock?
Chris Rock.
Man United 99 or 08?
99.
Singaporean food or British food?
Singaporean food.
Okay, correct. Iron Man or Captain America?
Iron Man.
Your wife or your daughter?
Neither.
You have to pick one. You have to pick one. Daughter-in-law?
Daughter lah, obviously.
Daughter. Leonardo DiCaprio or Matthew McConaughey?
Leo.
Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Wonder Woman.
Okay, a country to migrate to? UK or US?
UK, without doubt.
Okay, vacation, Maldives or Mauritius?
Neither, to be honest. But if I had to choose, Mauritius.
Okay, Mauritius. Ferrari or Lamborghini?
Ferrari.
Bill Burr or Louis C.K.?
Bill Burr.
Trump or Boris?
What?
Just pick one.
Yeah.
I know it's difficult.
Boris, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, that's the end of series of questions.
Stupid. That's a stupid question. Trump or Boris? You want to be shit on or piss on? Which one?
I'll pick Trump. The first hilarious one. Keep jumping.
Hilarious, yes, but dude, I don't want. Look at what he's doing as president, bro. At least Boris, one thing, he's sick. He's in the hospital. He's not. Yeah.
No, the best part is Trump will say something like a set of rules this you should do, and then the following day he will support the supporters, the protesters.
Exactly. He's just being a populist. That's all. That's why I changed the name. Now he's no more USA already. He's dumb Pakistan.
Okay, I'm going to post some questions here.
Okay.
Did anyone got offended when you did comedy? It was very bad.
Yeah, I mean a few times. He's not offended. He's just taken out of context, right? Because nobody was listening, but they listen at the opportune moment. So it becomes offensive to them. Like I remember once I did a show for this pub. And again, as a corporate show very early on in my career, maybe 2007, 2008. And they hired me. They put the stage outside the pub. Everybody was inside the pub. I was outside the pub.
Okay.
Yeah, and nobody was listening except for the two Chinese fellas drinking outside. Now they were not listening, right? But they listened at a very bad time, right? So because I was doing the joke about so the stereotypes in Malaysia is that Malays are lazy, Chinese are stingy, and Indians have big dicks, right? So that was
Oh, really? Yeah.
no, yeah,
But mine, oh yeah, I'm half.
yeah,
Forgot.
you're on the Chinese side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, so I was doing that joke, right? So, but the problem was that he only heard Chinese people are stingy.
Ah.
Immediately, hey, Brad got stingy. I'm like,
Hey,
no,
what did he buy you a drink or not?
no, he
To
didn't. He
counter.
was offended as
I'll buy you a drink now.
No, he was like, no, who say I'm stingy? Why? How dare you say I'm stingy? And at that point, I was saying Indian people got big dicks, right? At that point.
Why are you saying that so on stage? I got a big. That's why I'm doing this joke.
And then, so he thought I was replying to him that I have a big dick. Oh, your dick very big, oh? Your dick very big. So he wanted to come on stage and fight me. And I'm like, no, it's a joke. And if you have to listen to the whole joke, right? And then it was just a pandemonium. I decided, you know what, thank you very much. I just walked out the stage and fucked off. Like I ran faster than Usain Bolt that day.
Well, that's your first year. After 1 year doing comedy, you go through this.
Hey, dude, we had a lot of that nonsense. I'm telling you, nobody knew what comedy was. Everybody thought comedy was some kind of magic thing that if you give a comedian, give a mic to a comedian, people start listening. Right?
Yeah.
They will put us in the middle of a shopping complex to do in the center court. No audience, people going up escalators. All you do like comedy. And like, you stupid or what? Who's going to listen?
Go to the Federal Highway, bro.
At one point, I was almost hired for a busking event. Right? So they put a hat in front of me. I was supposed to tell jokes to people walking around. Hello, would you like to hear? Hello, would you like to hear?
My dick very big.
That's right. So,
people pay you.
And I was getting a reputation of a performer that was very picky, and I didn't want to do gigs because, like, you can't say yes like that. Like the busking gig, I cannot say yes to. So yeah, people were like, oh, you don't be picky, lah. We hire you for gigs. I'm like, dude, yeah, but I have this thing to think about. If the show doesn't go well, it's my reputation at the line.
Okay, maybe we'll go through the last question since we are already 1 hour.
Okay.
Which celebrity has come across stupid and ridiculous through this during this crisis?
Our health minister cannot. He's a celebrity one.
I thought you were going to say Trump, lah.
Trump is not stupid and ridiculous. That one, there's a level after that. There is Trump. He has got his own name. That is. No, there's so many. Even there was one celebrity, I cannot remember her name, right? But she is a B-level celebrity. She went to like the equivalent of Tesco in America, Costco, right? So she went there and she was like, oh, how dare people ask me to wear a mask? How dare people this thing? What is going on? She tweeted, right? Actually, someone tweeted her back, people are actually dying. Can you please wear a mask? Like, she's like, no, how dare people ask me to wear a mask? Where is my
where's my freedom?
Social liberties and all that. I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. What is wrong with you? Yeah, so celebrities. And then the other one, like when Gal Gadot, all the, what do you call that? Celebrities singing in their fucking $17 million house. This thing singing, imagine. Hey, shut up, lah. Imagine all these people. Y'all can sing, lah, bastard. You come and stay in one bloody condo here with 70 children and see already you're singing, right?
That's right. Imagine staying in a house with a wife and daughter.
Exactly, with my wife and my daughter. Because you say my wife, lah, you've never seen an Indian woman sweeping while not angry. Okay, I don't understand why Indian women have to sweep the floor while angry. Just sweep the floor, lah. It's going to get
multi-purpose, bro.
No, they were like, why every day must sweep the floor? I said, nobody asked you to sweep the floor every day. Calm down. It's your bloody OCD. Okay, can you please stop it?
Okay, it's 1 hour plus now. I think
Ah.
we'll call it a day. Thank you so much for those who tuned in. This I saw was hovering around 60 to 100 over. So thank you all for watching. Thank you, Kavin, for being on episode 1 of Just a Chat K.
Yay! Also, if you don't mind, I promote my stuff as well.
Promote, bro.
Yeah, if you guys want, me and Papi Zach, we go on a live show every day at 4 p.m. It's on the page The Papi Grumpy Show, or you go fb.com/Papi Grumpy, or you can go to my page. It's fine. It's the same thing.
Every day 4 p.m.
Every day at 4 p.m.
Saturday, Sunday also.
Saturday, Sunday also. Depends lah.
Because that's the meaning of every day.
No. We go every day, Saturday, Sunday also. But the only problem is, unless the Prime Minister going to do a speech at 4 p.m. on that day, then we don't go lah. No point lah. We cannot fight people. Let him headline lah.
Okay. Or unless your wife allows you to play PS4
no,
at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. I pause the PS4, I come here, do the show, and then go back and play.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Kavin, and see you all next time.
Thank you, guys. Why he left me alone here? That's weird, no? Because it's still live, but he left the thing. He's supposed to. You see, the thing is, he hasn't got.